morning. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is Wake Up Nigeria from SRTV desk here in London. It's certainly a remarkable day in the history of Nigeria. Taliban on their position and say, no, we're not letting it be this time. Federal government of Nigeria, you must pay us a reasonable minimum wage. Well, the story reaching us is that the federal government of Nigeria have actually doubled the wages from 30 to 60. Labour is saying no, they want 480,000 naira. We'll be getting all those figures, the exact figures, as we go into the show. But these are two sides of the story here. One side of the story will be saying, hey, the federal government has been unfair, they've not been treated the people well. How can we get to where we're going if this is how you're going to treat people like slaves? I always consider when you don't treat people well, that is what I call slavery. Do you agree? Maybe some of you will not, some of you will. But on the other side of it is the federal government is saying, we cannot afford it. How do we raise money to pay all this kind of money you call minimum wage? Then my question goes to both sides of the coin here. Is it true that the federal government have been unfair? Are they wicked? I don't think so. I always believe that the federal government is not making enough money. Labour, no matter, you can't give what you don't have. Telling the federal government to give that amount of money, they don't have it. And this brings us to a very important discussion. Where do we go from here? Labour is saying, we need this money. Federal government is saying, we can afford it. Then another side of the story, which I didn't want to talk about today, is sometimes Nigerians don't want to work. Some of them are ghost workers, and they want to be paid this amount of money. That's another story for another day. Now, this is where we go. How can I work and you don't pay me well? Maybe because they are ghost workers. Maybe the resources have been mismanaged. That is one side of the story. Maybe the workers themselves are not even productive. I've never seen any ministry in Nigeria raising money. It's just like the usual story from the governors to the federal government to the local government to the ministries. All we wait for is for oil money to drop and we share and we pay salaries. That is why we cannot pay. That's why the federal government cannot pay. That's why the state government cannot pay. The question is, how can they pay? They can only pay if they start making money. They can only pay if the workers are now being productive. Now, there's a solution to this problem. The only solution to the problem is when and only when we begin to be productive. When is that going to be? I don't know. That's the question you should ask yourself. We need to work, not to go to office and sit down and expect wages from nowhere. That's why you don't have a condition in your office. Go to the ministry, there's no AC. Are you happy? You're supposed to have a decent job. You're supposed to be driving a different car. You're supposed to be living in a decent home. We can only achieve that if you put in your own share. Like the federal government is doing nothing. You are doing nothing. Who is going to be blamed here? This is where we are. Labour can continue to go on strike. And I'm going to fight Labour today. And I'm going to fight the federal government. You're not able to pay because you're not making money. Labour, how productive are your people? That is some of the things we'll be talking about. My guests are ready and they're going to kick on the show. Daddy Chris is going to be quiet today because I'm very strong. So I'm going to let Princess run the show. But let us see this beautiful woman from Abuja. Hello. Listen, I have all of you. Look at the faces. When I see your faces, I am satisfied. When you have this set of women on your side, when they are on your side, you'll be flying. When they are against you, you're going down. That's what I go through at SRTV. Hello, young ladies. How are you?
Fine. Good morning, Daddy Chris. Good morning, Princess.
Good morning, Daddy Chris. Good morning, Mary.
Yes, it's a great day. Good morning to you too. I can see that Abuja is on the standstill. Princess is here. We try to get in some of the people to come and talk to us. Where are we? This is what we've been talking about. The story of slave trade has come to exist. Nigerian people are saying, we don't want to be slave anymore. But Princess, where do we go from here?
Anyway, it's a good thing that Labour, yesterday the Senate, of course, the National Assembly, coming from Ababio and Abbas, they actually, it was a fierce meeting. It was a tough meeting. It was time-taking as well, even deep into the middle of the night. And people were actually insinuating, saying that, of course, Labour will compromise again because we know Akpabio very well. Akpabio would do what he know how to do best, and of course,
Yes.
Labour somehow will compromise. We shouldn't be expecting anything serious in the morning. But to our greatest surprise, even last night I was calling them and they told me they were still in that meeting very late in the night, almost as if it's today. And today I'm surprised that Labour refused to back down. They are insisting that the government, we could see, yes, they insisted that the strike must go on today. And this strike is involving even schools, banks, the electricity companies. We're talking about hospitals. We're talking about, major institutions that will be shut down today across Nigeria. And for once, they are standing on their ground. For once, even though now the Attorney General of the Federation is saying that the notice was too short and therefore declared this strike illegal. Nigerians are saying that nothing has been, legal since for some time now. So
The Attorney General is illegal. Tell him that he is illegal. He is the one that is illegal here. Because this is a discussion that has been going on. The president is supposed to address this issue on the 1st of May, Workers' Day, right? He did it. All right. And this is the 31st of May has come. We are on today is the 3rd of June. What is illegal? What kind of notice? Do you want them to have 10 years notice? How many years does the president have to serve? Go on, Princess. Sorry for cutting you.
So, like I was saying, the Nigerians are actually, for once, very excited that Labour has decided to embark on the strike, not because of the hardship they will cause for a few days, but because maybe this is much needed action we've been waiting for so many months. We know that prior to now, Labour has been, suspending the strike, still going into negotiation table with the federal government. But as of today, as it were, we saw yesterday that they refused to back down. And now, even though that statement from the Attorney General, it's actually causing mixed reaction. A lot of people have continued to say that for a period of time now, nothing has been, legal in Nigeria. Everything has seems illegal to everybody. So let Labour do what they are supposed to do. Maybe this way they will actually pass the message in a very hard way, and just maybe also the federal government will budge, even if not to the amount Labour is, insisting. Maybe they will have to top up because as of yesterday as well, in conclusion of that meeting, federal government is still insisting on the 60,000 minimum wage.
Princess, anyway, let's hear from Mary first. Mary, how is Abuja? You are the federal capital territory right now. What is going on the streets of Abuja? Are people at work? And good, your office is directly opposite the federal secretariat. I mean, the Abuja FCT. Are people is there strike? Can you see? Do you have notice of strike today?
Yes, that increase the strike from FCT to FCD. Everywhere is locked. All the places are locked. Like they refuse to allow these workers enter. So you can see a lot of cars are parked outside. People are standing outside. Everywhere is locked. You can even see the police and EFCC. They are all over the place. Nobody is working.
I was trying to check the video you have with us. So that is quite interesting. We are where we are. Like Princess Riley said, the Attorney General is saying this is illegal. We hope we have somebody to join us on the show today to see how the drama going to unfold. But what's your position, Mary? Do you think we need this strike today? There's hardship in the land.
We need it though, because personally, I'm even happy like that Labour had to take this decision. Because all this while I've been saying they will comment on the strike. I was thinking it's just the normal way that they talk. It will not happen. So getting to this place this morning and I saw that the strike has commenced, I was so happy. I was like, wow, they can actually stand at their ground this time around. Because honestly, it's not funny. The country, everything is getting worse. So I believe it's also telling on them as people. So that's why they are doing the needful. So to me, what they are doing is right. I believe maybe by this week, the federal government can actually have to have a rethink about everything and see if they can help the situation of these workers.
Princess, but let's take a look at these people here. The labor man is the small man. He's not intimidated. I feel sorry for him. Look at the old giant there. That is Akpabio there. The man that can do the magic. He couldn't put the magic this time. What's going on? Akpabio, with all the millions, no 2 billion, no 5 billion for this guy to keep quiet. What do you think is happening?
Anyway, this picture tells a lot of story. Apparently, when people meet, sometimes journalists will always do what we know how to do best. Sometimes we call them for this. You can see that their faces, some are happy, some are smiley, some are just having mixed reaction. This could be maybe before, or I'm sure this is before the meeting.
It
So
cannot be
faces
after
was
the meeting because after
yes,
the meeting,
faces
nobody will be sitting there, will be standing for camera.
faces were still lighting up, but after the meeting, we know that
Yes,
we all know what could have happened after that meeting anyway.
yes.
And so, in as much as they are taller, they are bigger than Ajero. I think the fact that he stood his ground. We had the likes of Ayuba Waba, the former NSC president, that was even taller than everybody, bigger than everybody here, and it's not about the size. This has shown that he's actually it's a movement for everybody. We're talking about the workers here. We're talking about the welfare of workers, Nigerians, and this is coming on the heat, or on the heat of the hardship Nigerians are facing. We can see that even tomatoes now, they cannot afford it. Ordinary home cannot afford the tomato food. They cannot afford bread that used to be a common food. People just buy and just start eating. They can't afford noodles. They can't afford anything. And then you do not actually increase salary, but you keep increasing other things. Subsidy has been removed, even fuel price and all that. So there is no how that they will survive. Daddy Chris, let's be very sincere. There is no how that they will people will survive. The hardship is even getting worse by the day. And I think this action is actually what they need right now. I think I'm hoping that this also will actually nail the message on the head of the federal government. Otherwise, then we have a lot of concern ahead of us.
But princess, there are two things. There are two sides of this. Okay, I don't even want to go to that now. This strike is targeting the federal government. That is what I can see. What about the states? What about the local governments? What about the private sectors? Because minimum wage implementation should not be for government to discuss alone. What is happening to the private sector and the state even listening at all? The last as at last week where they were only interested in getting the money that will come to the local government. Are they even bushing? Does the state government, are they aware that this is something that concerns them? Are they concerned? And another question I'll ask you before we get any guests, luckily if we have one today, is Princess, what's going to go on? We now know that yeah, wow. Let's solve it what I want because the other one will be too complicated. We'll take you out. So let's answer this one first. Is this how do we go from here?
Well, I would personally say that even though we know that the country is in a case of, talking about the financial state of Nigeria right now, the government increasing salary or will be a serious something, or we don't have the resources. We are not actually making I'm looking for the right word. We are not actually making the money. All we do is we sit down, wait for budget, we borrow money to do projects, and of course borrow money to pay salaries. So I think this is one of the major
No,
problems.
Princess. Why I want to take note of this is they just celebrated 1 year in office. The governors, the federal government celebrated 1 year in office. That's why I said let's leave the private sector alone. These are people that just celebrated victory. 1 year in office, massively celebrated in Delta State. All the people gathered, they celebrated, they ate a lot of food. I'm sure new wives were married. The federal government, the same thing. And now the workers are left behind from what we can see. What were they celebrating? What was the call for celebration? And I can see Tom Polo celebrating our president today too on his on one of the dailies. What were they celebrating? What was their excuse? Princess, I really want to pick on why they thought they have performed 1 year in office.
Anyway, people will always. That is why I thank God we have an honorable joining us now. He's going to be speaking on this as well. The fact that people actually are applauding the government both at the federal and the state level on how well they have done during the period of 1 year, and meanwhile we're still having issues, with the workers. We know that the workers are actually the pillars of every working society. So I was thinking that by now the president would have resolved their issues, but it's obvious that even the minister for employment labor has nothing to offer. It's been back and forth. It's been going back and forth with these people. In Like I said earlier, even if we know that maybe 500, 480 something naira is not obtainable, but I think the federal government can even do better. 60,000 naira minimum wage is nothing to write home about. This is because, in as much as you're saying you've increased, or that's the highest you can go, but you know very well that even transportation alone to their working place will consume this money. There is no how they will survive, and it's quite shameful also to know that a lot of people have been celebrating them for 1 year in office. A lot of people have been saying they've done amazingly well. A lot of people have been applauding them, and this is where we have issues in our society, when we have people applauding instead of tackling issues the way they ought to be tackled. Now it becomes a problem. We know that the issues of, let's even look at the workers, let's look at ASU. The student loan is a very good move, but let's look at ASU. Let's look at a lot of the union, a lot of parastatals that are having issues, unfinished business with the government, and these are some of the people that are actually carrying the economy, carrying the country along. So I want to believe that Tinubu can do better. And Akpabio coming yesterday very late at night, yesterday, we had this discussion that Chris, and I told you that don't worry, they are going to definitely have a meeting. Not minding if it's on Sunday, they are going to have a meeting, and truly they had that meeting.
Yes.
It's very shameful to know
Oh,
that
but yes,
Akpabio is
no,
coming.
what has NAS been doing not to have a meeting, for this meeting to come this late?
that
Look
that
at the
that that,
years.
that was supposed to be my next statement, that
Yes.
Ababio coming at a very die minute. That is like something that is already, this whole labor strike is already sitting on a is it a keg of a gunpowder waiting to
Kind of one,
explode.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
waiting to explode. So I think that was the timing was wrong. They would have channeled this, they would have, done this days ago. They would have been meeting back to back. Just maybe more suggestion and more ideas would have, be brought on the table. But yesterday, Sunday, and today is the strike. I think that was not a very good move. But anyway, let's see how today go. And of course, maybe after today, the federal government, like I said, will do something about it.
Yeah, yeah, I wonder what they're going to really do now. Uh, like the question I asked is, I understand with our state governor have been celebrating 1 year in office, and unfortunately we cannot get Honorable Kola in. He's trying to join the platform. If somebody can help him, that would be amazing. But one interesting thing, people, is just yesterday, our state governors and the federal government of Nigeria celebrated 1 year in office. Today we're going on strike. That's not a different thing. We understand that. We can have different stories. But what I was trying to find out, and I'm still waiting to find out, and I'm waiting to hear from this honorable here today, is what have these governors done that meant, fine, I think the federal government were low key in their own. In my state, in Delta State, it was so elaborate. And I didn't understand what they were really celebrating. Maybe I'm too stupid to understand. So I want somebody to teach me what they were actually celebrating. I really throw that question to every one of us. And before you insult me, let me remind you that governance, the days of infrastructural governance is over. So when you tell me what your governor has done or what the federal government has done, it's not the local, it's not the Lagos from Lagos to Calabar. If that is the achievement of Tinubu government, the project that was suspended and abandoned and brought back. Let's see what the student loan is going to bring about. Because if at the end of the day, Tinubu, if 1 year in office, we are able to make sure that our tertiary institutions are now in good shape, that the lecturers are no more going on strike because you've reformed it, and you are not giving students load so people can go to school and good education can solve our problem. Because I think when Nigerians are well trained, they have the right skill, you find them job will be created. It's automatic, you understand? And that is one thing I was hoping, that if the 1 year in office has been reformed so that institutions can be independent, because by the time you keep hanging on to the universities, they're going to go on strike soon. And the thing I don't understand in that aspect of it alone is after labor, the next thing will be ASU. I know ASU is part of labor, it's under labor, but ASU will go on strike, demanding money from the same that they are not well paid, they are not doing this. And the federal government is not learning. The only reason the universities are going on strike is because they're not making money. Kola, I really want to have you. Can you just turn your camera? Yeah, yes. Whatever it is like this, we'll be able to have you. But I think, yes, raise it well. I'm monitoring it, Princess. If you can just help that guy, Kola join us, it will be amazing. What I don't understand, Princess, is we live in a country where our government was celebrating. What were they celebrating? It's so sad that even though Bolivar's celebration was massive, I don't know why I keep calling them, but I just can't ignore them. Because a country that cannot pay people, you know, let me put it in context. For those of you, you can understand where I'm coming from. 60,000 naira today is 30 pounds. I want the world to know that the federal government of Nigeria is offering to pay a minimum wage of 30 pounds to his citizens, to her citizens. Let's put it that way. And that is why we are where we are. And I really want to see if I can get this caller to join us. But I can tell the caller that your system is not ready. But okay, it looks good. Hello, Honorable caller. You are welcome to the show. Let's hope that we can have you because it's been a roller coaster. But unfortunately, your mute, sir. Good. Oh, no, you don't need to do that. Yeah. We see. Caller will definitely, yes. If you can just unmute yourself, that would be amazing, sir. All right. We're gonna have caller right in. He just need to unmute himself. You are still you're on mute. You unmute yourself, sir. Honorable caller. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Honorable caller. That's fine now. We can hear you, sir. Honorable caller Arowala. Is that right, sir?
Good morning, sir.
Morning, my brother. You're welcome to this wonderful broadcast. And it's a privilege to have you. Very big privilege. I know you're not relaxed. One would have expected to be more relaxed because we have a serious discussion to discuss. But let's start now that we can get you. First, tell us who you are so we know who we're talking to, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody in the studio. Yeah. Good morning, Nigeria. God bless you. My name is Honorable Matthew Kola Olufemi Arowolo. I'm a serving Honorable Councillor in Ikorodu, and I'm contesting for the office of Chairman of Ibukuba CDA. Okay. I am a one-time best councillor in Nigeria and two-time best councillor in Lagos State.
Wonderful. Yeah, from Ikorodu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Honorable, you're welcome. You're welcome. But we have a big issue, so we're going to talk about the government. Then we're going to talk to you. We'll talk about you towards the end of the show. But Nigeria is at the crossroads, sir. We have the big strike. The federal government of Nigeria refused to pay a decent wages. For those of us in the UK, what you're paying is 30 pounds. It's unacceptable anywhere in the world. And the people are demanding, pay us a decent wage. Is that really too much to ask for?
It's never too much to ask for.
So why is the federal government dragging foot? They have this overnight meeting with the organized labor, and we are still where we shouldn't be here, sir. What is going on from your understanding?
From my understanding, yes. Now the Labour Party are fighting a just fight.
Thank you. And
I believe there will be result at the end of the day.
God
you know,
yes.
on a personal ground, if you look at what the take home of everybody in the Home of Affairs compared to the workers on the street, the workers on the street are really suffering.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for.
How can you collect a wages that can barely feed you for 3 days?
Thank you.
And you expect a worker like that to deliver? I'm talking.
Yes.
I'm talking to my conscience now.
Yes.
I'm talking to my conscience now.
Wonderful.
That we are adjusting from 30,000 to 50,000 is still very much ridiculous to other developing countries.
Even to us, Honorable Kola, let's look at this perspective. What can 60,000 naira do for somebody living in Ikorodu?
It's not even possible.
How much is the rent? He pays transport to work. From Lagos to my office in Lagos, people coming to work, they spend an average of about 80,000 naira to get back and forth.
You're right.
They're not living far. And
You're
if
right.
they live like that, and they pay rent, they feed, they have a mobile phone to charge. Hey, they don't have clothes. So what kind of life is that?
I believe the federal government will adjust.
All right.
I believe the federal government will adjust. It is obvious that the federal government will have to adjust. And they must make sure that our refinery work so that the fuel hike will come down.
Wonderful.
The amount at which we are buying the fuel, things that has gone up, will need to be worked upon. The exchange rate is another thing that we need to get good results. See, the truth of the matter is this: when we talk about this country, Nigeria, it boils down to the table of every one of us in the leadership role. For everyone to be sincere and deliver what will make Nigeria happy. It is a duty that is not negotiable. Now, when you talk about the minimum wage, the Labour Party talking about adjustment of price and all of that, me, I will not tell you that 600 and something thousand is not realistic, but the federal government will need to do more, far more than what we're discussing.
Thank you. So
Far more than what we're discussing now is not it at all compared to the standard of living, compared to cost of transportation, compared to cost of feeding. Those who are even working, who have children in school to pay for, and all of that.
Thank you. And Honorable, you do that because I thought you're going to be on the other side, so it would have been a very big fight. Thank you.
When it is government, yes. I talk to my conscience.
Thank you. And it's important. That's only when we can address our problem for real. Thank you so much for talking.
You're welcome.
So, before we go on, I want to remind you, you are from Lagos State. Why was in Lagos last time? I visited Badagry. And I visited the slave trade story and all that. And what came to my mind is, so we sold our people as slaves at a point in time. And if we bring the story now to today, it's the same thing that happened then that is happening today. If you don't know, a lot of Nigerians are currently running away from the country. They call it Japa. I'm not here now in London.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Which is not supposed to be, but I'm here. I've managed to find my feet. But what is interesting is, with Japa, the same way they took us as slaves, now we are taking ourselves as slaves.
Yes, because of the way the country looks like. See, the point is, for years we have been a consuming country.
God bless you.
For years.
I want to ask you, Honorable, sincerely, what's the solution to this problem? How do we solve it? Because the federal government doesn't have money. The truth, they don't have money. Other than two things, I want you to address, Honorable, because my guests are waiting. They have questions. I want to address two things. Now, why is it that the senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria can earn? I know they know they will not say the truth, but they go home with a minimum of 20, 50 million a month. And now, a serving civil servant cannot have a decent food on his table. Now, let's take it. The policeman. Policeman now serve the men in office. Whoa. I've never seen that in the UK with guns, like slaves, guiding one person called a senator. And you know what that policeman take home? 80,000 naira. Those of them who have served for some time. And What justification does the government have to pay a senator that amount of money and pay other civilians this amount? What is it? Because if the money was not there, we're all suffering together, we can understand. But some people are earning so much. In fact, they earn more than our legislators here. Nigerian senators earn more than MP in the UK. And yet, a Nigerian citizen can be a slave. You know why we come here? It's not because the job we do here is better than the one back home. It's because they pay us well. Most of us came back here. The first house we built in Nigeria was from cleaning. You go to UK, you start to clean. That money is enough for you to build a house in Nigeria. Just in case we don't get here and begin to have a good job at once. So, meaning it's not the job we do here that keep us here. It's the money they pay us. And Nigeria are pushing us away with this kind of stupid wages. What is it called? It's not slavery. Taking it back to Badagry. Honorable, not like this thing.
I'm with you.
So my question is, why is because you were you said you were a member of you were a councillor, so which is good. But as meaning you understand lawmaking, why is it not a concern to us to actually address this disparity in the wages? A senator earning that huge amount of money, a governor security vote of 2 point something billion, he earns all this money, and the citizens can't get home with 30,000 naira. Where's that done? Where? Only in Nigeria. I will leave the matter to
I think we're having issues with Honorable's network because it can't, it's not moving. That means we have a little bit of network there. Hopefully, it's going to join us. But I love the fact that people, for once, somebody in the side of government, somebody in the ends of power is saying the truth, unlike what we are used to, when they will always, be biased, not saying the truth.
Honorable is different, Princess. You're going to see a lot of them who are on the side of government today. It's not Apollo celebrating. So those are benefiting are going to be on the side of government. Those slave traders. Let me tell you what was going on. In those days, somebody said, during the apartheid in South Africa, he said, when you are born into a system that is wrong, you begin to think that what you're going through is right. You understand? I think that is what is going on. Some of us have been taught, we've been thrown, we've in our DNA today, it's okay to be corrupt. You understand? It's okay. That's where we are, Princess. I don't think everybody is going to sing the same item. This honorable is singing with us now.
It's quite amazing to know that we have somebody thinking like this, and I'm happy that he's a youth as well, as a young person.
You can tell.
And in as much as we want, people are saying that is not feasible, is not obtainable because we do not have the resources. But I want to believe also that the government have resources for other things, coming from nowhere. You've not been able to address you've not been able to address workers, and now you're throwing massive project that nobody actually asks you to do. You're doing things that are of no concern. You can see that at the time Ababio, the Senate, using bringing back the old national item, all that energy would have been used towards stopping labor, from the strike. But they were sitting at the National Assembly as usual with their expensive clothes and perfumes, doing what they are not supposed to do. And that is why we're here today. You can see that I sent you a press release already. We can see that agencies have already started releasing their result. We can see here strike, blackout as workers shut down power grid. And that statement is coming from the Transmission Company of Nigeria that have announced just a while ago that labor has shut down the power grid, and for now no lights all over Nigeria, and they are going to be every person having lights. Sometimes they do it gradually. After taking this area, they go to another place until everywhere is a total blackout. And so these are some of the issues.
We need it.
Even the lights you will not see. Sometimes people pay so much for electricity, they do not get the light. Sometimes people, estimated billing for no reason, Somebody
the electricity companies are suffering. The situation in the country is the electricity company, Honorable is back. The electricity company will be suffering. You understand? Everybody is feeling it. Because everybody is feeling this. And you cannot escape this. You know, even if you are the slave trader, you were suffering because now the best brains in Nigeria are not going to be in a home to help solve this problem. That's why you see the people like the Makpabio now running the affairs of the country the way they want. And not to see a honorable like this. Honorable, it's good to have a youth in government. And we're praying we have young people like more of you in government so we can see
thank you.
whether changes we are praying for is this.
Thank you.
Honorable, I have a big question for you. I have a very
I'm with you. I'm with you.
My question would be
I'm with you. Go ahead.
What is the way forward? How can Nigeria really overcome this? Because the truth is the federal government does not have this money. They have some which they keep for themselves, but it's not enough to go around. How do we solve this problem?
Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry for the break in transmission formally. Pardon me. When we talk about what we are facing in this country, that we don't have the resources, to me, and on a personal ground, it's a lie. Okay. Nigeria have what it takes. It's only we did not prioritize what is right. How do I send my country money to be sending thousands of people to pilgrimage and others are hungry here?
I thought I'm doing
does that make sense? When you are okay, that's when you say you want to go to Mecca or Jerusalem. Some people are hungry. They cannot afford 3 square meals. But we are subsidizing those who are convenient to be parading Mecca every year, Jerusalem every year. Some cannot even count numbers of times they have gone to that place. What are they bringing to the table when they return?
Thank you.
We only need to set our priority right. I was in South Africa in February, Pretoria to be precise. And on the 4th day, I sat down that let me discover what Nigerians have in South Africa and what South Africa have in Nigeria.
Good.
It is so amazing that the top business Nigeria have in South Africa were church and mosques.
Churches, mosques.
Churches and mosques. All our churches have headquarters, have branches and everything in South Africa. And we don't have anything other than churches in their country. But look at here, look at MultiChoice.
Good.
Look at ShopRite.
Good.
Look at all of that. Look at MTN. Look at everything they have. They make us from here to their country. We are taking hallelujah to their country. Are we not mad?
We are mad.
Are we normal in this country?
Yes.
Are we normal in this country? Do we have sense at all?
You see,
all of the place we are supposed to use as our industry now have turned to campground.
Oh, come here, honorable. If you come to London, the Nigerians have turned all our industrial estate to churches. In London, no.
What are we saying? Now, let me quickly say something, sir. How can I tell my children that I use God of Israel to wage war around my house, and Israel himself used army to wage war around his country?
God bless you, sir.
How can I say that?
God bless you.
Where are we really going?
Honorable, have you been to Israel? If you see their tomatoes, Israel tomatoes is like this.
Look at that.
Have you seen onions in Israel? They are the best farmers in the world.
In the world, we have misplaced priority here.
We don't farm.
We
go to mosque. We go to pilgrimage, my brother.
Let me say something, sir. If Asiwaju in 1 year can activate 2 refineries, then you should know that we have been in danger for a very long time.
Yes.
We have sat on a time bomb for a very long time.
True.
And it is for a sincere Nigeria to stand up now, for everybody from table to table, from desk to desk,
yes,
to make sure that we rescue this nation. Otherwise, we will be colonized again.
Are we not colonized? We never, you see, I talk about the economic independence we've not had. We only have political independence. We don't have economic independence yet. We don't understand what it is. Understand? That's what you're
The
saying now. They colonize us with religion, everything.
The political independence, the political independence itself. Do we really have it?
I don't know.
The people that are ruling the country since 1960 to date are not still up to 100 or 200 families.
That's true.
If daddy come, uncle will come later, cousin will come, nephew will come, and all of that. Is that the way it is in other countries?
Honorable, you know the funniest thing? These people, none of them studied in Nigeria. Have you seen our education system today? These honorable, these people that have been running us, their children will come and study abroad.
It boils down to all of us.
Which we don't need.
It boils down to all of us. All of us will celebrate evil. As I'm talking to you now, to the glory of God, I've served as counselor for 7 years. I've been able to become Ikorodu Best Counselor for 5 times. I've been able to become Lagos State Best Counselor 2 times. And 1 time National Best Counselor that I took the award in Sheraton Hotel. Do you know what shocking thing? I am a polio victim. I just choose in my mind. I just choose in my mind that I just must do what is right. In my local government, where I become the counselor, they have not for once write it on plain sheet of paper with pencil that I'm never a good counselor. They have not write it once.
I can tell.
They don't. We don't celebrate. We don't celebrate what is right. We celebrate evil. We celebrate stealing. We celebrate corruption. And in other countries, it is not like that. Where you have somebody who has done so much, parading himself and taking chieftaincy to everywhere.
Even when we don't
all of us.
Where would you? Where would you call her?
All of us must stand up and do something.
Yeah.
First, from the electoral process, can we ask ourselves, can I vote without demanding for a dime? Can I go to the pool and talk to a councillor that come, I am voting for you, and I've not eat your 1 naira before I vote for you. But when you get here, I will ask you a question.
Yes.
Can we tell a local government chairman same thing? How many of Nigeria are going to the house of their member of House of Assembly?
Listen, Kola is rocking the floor, and we are
bit of my future and my children. Instead, they come to their leaders to obtain money, to come to talk stories of things that have nothing to do with the office the person is holding. When do we stop this?
Now,
it is only in Nigeria where you have your pastor now go into church with AK-47 and armies.
Exactly.
And the church member will carry a sticker of same pastor and go meet on the road and say the Lord is protecting his house.
Exactly. And I saw, is it not this other young man? This pastor is in London at the moment. The one that like women. What is that name? That fine boy, Apostle Suleiman. Suleiman, if you see his entourage with the amount of guns and the policemen guiding him, and I said,
you are even talking about that, sir. How about the people that go to the church, contribute money in their 10 naira, in their 20 naira, in their 50 naira, in their thousands, and this church owner will use it to build a school that the children of those who contribute money cannot attend.
Number one, Baba, there is the winners. God will bless you for
we just don't. We see the truth is you now see them will all these schools and churches to their children. Exactly. And they will ask you as a church member to go and inherit heaven. Exactly. Their children inherit the earth. And they ask us to go and inherit heaven.
In fact, who told them that God lives in heaven? I love what one guy said. Go if I there, this young man, Kola, you have my day. You won today. I'm gonna sleep well. If I die now, I will die well. You know what you've done, sir. You give me a second burial because I thought that Nigerians are blind. You made us.
I'm telling you, they really made us to believe a lot of things. Some of them have not. See, if you want to catch any of them, even a Muslim are there, but I'm not castigating anybody. Put money. The money they ask you to pray, to look for something or pray or see something for you. Tell the money that I want them to tell you the day their firstborn will die and put the money in their front.
Yes.
Let them carry the money and do their incantation and do everything and start telling you what God tell them. You will tell them, they will not tell you anything related to what you say to the money.
No, they don't know. Do they know? Do they know? These are
we have to stand up and start mending the fence from where we are. Let more of genuine people come into politics. I am running for chairman now. I can't tell you that I am sure they will give me the opportunity.
I know. I
but the truth of the matter is,
we're gonna be behind you, Honorable. Don't worry, because this is the thing we're looking for, and young people can hear this. Do you know what I said, Honorable? Don't be discouraged.
This very year, I have used my money to engage grader for grading of my community. 10 days, 3 million. Right away, as I'm talking to you now, I'm doing 6 boreholes that will cost me between 6 to 7 million naira, and all my total take home from January to December is 3.6 million. Wow. And I am doing that from my personal work. I did. I have about 7 handwork that I do. It is high time we ask people that want to go into power, that want to lead us. What did you survive with before you come here that we should vote for you?
Yes. It's not our money, watch out.
When you put people that don't have means of survival in the hands of their fear, they want to first accumulate money they cannot spend in their generation first. If we are talking about minimum wage, are you telling me that people that are agitating are not aware that 50,000-60,000 naira cannot even buy recharge card to some people in a month?
They know.
That 30 days. All our women have turned to something else on the street just because they need to fight for survival.
If you go on the internet, you will run. Nigerians who used to be decent. Our daughters who used to be decent. What kind of slave trade is this? And this is what we say. The effect of what they done to us.
At the time they were padlocking our great grandfather's mouth to take them to sugarcane farm by the white.
Yes.
It's not even worse like this.
No.
How can we say in this generation that the price of garri is now equals to the price of rice that is imported?
Wow.
It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate.
It is.
And if we continue like this, Nigeria may cease to exist in the next few years.
In fact,
I am talking as Kola Arowolo. I'm not talking as Honorable.
Good.
I'm talking as Kola Arowolo. I'm talking as if tomorrow I die, the angel asked me, what have you contributed on earth? I will say, these are my own stand.
Yes.
Nigeria cannot continue like this. Things are worse.
Honorable.
Sir, don't encourage them by saying Nigeria don't have the money again. Nigeria have the resources. Let the leader think rightly and help us out of this mess. This is too much.
You see,
Nigeria
said,
God
bless you. God bless this honorable guy. You see, when somebody talks,
Nigeria are suffering. Nigeria are suffering. Let's be sincere for once. If we have been producing fuel, push our fuel to the street. Let Nigeria benefit what is produced here. We cannot continue like this. Is it until we start slicing ourselves in the pot to eat? Nigerians cannot continue like this. What will be. Where I will get to in life, I will get there.
Exactly.
We need to be sincere for once.
Honorable, you know, I
yes,
have because we're not going to let you go yet. But I have something to tell you. Yeah, I want to tell you that don't be discouraged. Yeah,
I'm not.
The journey of good over evil is never easy, but good is evil eventually.
Yes.
You can't
Yes.
be raised for the
Yes.
chairmanship. You're gonna
Yes.
be a governor. I said it today.
Amen.
And if you're
Amen.
gonna be a governor, and even more,
Amen.
when you walk
Amen.
like this, people can
Mm.
see.
Mm.
Nigerians kids are not. They are watching. They
Mm.
can hear. Eh?
Mm.
In fact,
Mm.
look at what your man just said here. Everything said. He said the fact he can openly speak like this, he is a sincere man. Nobody like him. Oh, they all hate
Bless God.
you understand?
Bless
That
God.
is what you're gonna be
Bless
up
God.
against. But you know the good?
Yes.
The good people are there watching you. And at
Yes.
the end, good will take over evil. And that is why
Yes.
we're
Yes.
here. So
Yes.
thank you very
Yes.
much. You are honorable.
You're
I'm going
welcome.
to go on a
Yes, sir.
quick break because the studio is hot. It's hot, hot, hot. When we come back, don't go away.
Mm.
When we come back,
No
we're going
problem.
to continue
No
this
problem.
discussion. Don't go
I'm
away.
with you, sir.
Don't touch that button.
I'm with you,
Honorable
sir.
is here with us today. Stay there.
I'm with you.
Ooh la la!
Thank you.
The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5 OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at everbright.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com
or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
Come and experience a nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us,
You're welcome.
this is Wake Up Nigeria, and we are in the presence of greatness. Now, sometimes in Nigeria, I thought I'm going to meet only people who you think you meet people. Let me say this. Let me generalize it. You think you're going to meet people who are governors and you call them greatness. Sometimes you meet some big pastors, you call them greatness. You meet your president, you call them greatness. I'm telling you today that I am in the presence of greatness. That man, I know his name, is Honorable Kola Arowolo. Kola,
Thank you, sir.
God will bless
You're welcome,
you
sir.
for opening
Amen.
your mouth and talking as a young man to Nigerians today. I'm going to
Amen.
let the young people talk to you because I am too old to be in this cycle right now. I am so
You're welcome.
excited that this is what
You're
we
welcome.
pray for. That when you are sleeping, that you know that your kids will take it up. So I'm going to let
Yes.
Princess ask one or two questions, but I'm sure they're going to romance you because they cannot
No,
have fun.
no problem.
Princess, I'll leave
No
it over
problem.
to you.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you so much, Honorable Kola. It's been a wonderful time with you. I'm thrilled, I'm wild, I'm surprised. I was actually
I'm
expecting
honored.
something different because since yesterday I've engaged so many honorables like yourself. I have spoken to a lot of
I'm honored.
people, and they all have, different opinion on this labor issue. Of course, people in government will always speak from both sides of their mouths, and they've been saying that, in fact, we have a lot of graduates. One honorable did say specifically yesterday that we have a lot of graduates that are looking for job. Labor should go ahead with their strike. Whoever does not go to work, government will replace them with, the new.
You see sense. You see sleeper sense. You see sleeper sense.
Exactly.
So he did say that, and I was a little bit shocked. We know very well that what they've been clamoring for, but there is a problem, honorable. When we talk about issue of strike, this is a fight for all, including a lot of the parastatals, the agencies, and but we know that inside of these people too, you have the ones saying, oh, you shouldn't do this, we should not continue with the strike. Like right now there's a press statement from the police headquarters saying that labor should back down on the strike immediately. And so these are some of the issues when we have Attorney General of the Federation saying that this strike is illegal. They don't have the right because the notice was too short. But we know very well that Labour has been talking about the minimum wage thing for a very long time. And of course, they were expecting that just maybe when we had a new president, it was a renew hope agenda. And they also felt that, their hopes would be renewed as well. But this is not the case for them. And what do we do in a situation where, we have people in the same place that are supposed to be in the same boat, but these same people are trying to drown every other body in that, or every other person in that boat, saying, don't continue. We know that for fear of government, anyway, you were bold and you were fierce. That's why you were able to speak here this morning without fear of favor. But we know that there are other people that cannot, for a reason known to them, and the reason we already know as well. And now we have the likes of Attorney General saying the strike is illegal. We have the police now calling on the labor to back down immediately. And, institutions that are supposed to maybe helping labor to make sure that even though federal government is not able to pay that money, at least federal government should do something meaningful or reasonable, talking about the minimum wage. But they are not the one, trying to draw us back. What do we do in a situation like this? Especially the police, knowing fully well that police are not even well paid.
Yes. Thank you for that observation.
Thank you. Can I go ahead?
Yes.
Now, God bless you, ma. I like the brilliant question you ask. See, number one, when you have people who are serving others and they have tied their daily bread into it, they will misbehave. Anytime you have anybody who is going into the public space to serve others, and his daily bread and survival is around that particular service, the person will fumble. And the only thing, I am talking again as Arowolo, Kola, I'm not talking as honorable now. I'm talking to my own heaven. You understand? Immediately, our leader discovered that little inch among us, they become powerful. And what is that little thing they discover? They know that we will not always agree. That we will not always speak in one voice.
Yes.
They know they will always break our path.
Divide our
They
rule.
know that others will always take bribe in place of sincerity. My sister, let me ask you a question. What do Dubanians have that Nigerians don't have? What do they have in Dubai that Nigerians don't have? In resources, human capital development, and all of that. Today, if you tell anybody in London that you are traveling to Dubai, they will be envious of you. A desert in the 70s, desert in the 60s. Desert. The only thing they have now that we don't have is right thinking leader. Leaders who are thinking for the future, not for their pocket.
Thank you.
Can we for once have leaders who will think of the future of this country, not their pockets? They are thinking of the pocket, putting money in a fridge, putting money in a house full of AC, and they cannot even spend it in their generation. Can we continue like this? Are we mad?
Hi.
Can we continue like this? Can we bequeath this kind of country to our children? Fuel cannot be reversed. Price of rice cannot be reversed. Goods and commodity cannot be reversed. But national anthem can be reversed. We are mad.
National anthem can be reversed. Amen. Clap for leaders for reversing national anthem.
We are mad.
People?
Where are we going?
The question caller asked today, are we not really mad? Look, this is it. Now,
other country now, they rehabilitate roads because roads have expired. We did not ask them to rehabilitate the one that has expired. The one that is not even visible at all. Do it. Nigeria is not asking for too much.
no.
Nigeria is not asking for too much. Use our money to travel to foreign land. Go and see what is working there. Come and do it here. Copy and paste. We refuse. Are we mad?
Are we not mad? That's the question. Are we normal?
Are we normal? Are we normal?
We are not. We are not. We are not. No, you may hate color, but are we really not mad? Are we normal people? Princess, this is a serious issue. This is a serious issue.
That is that you see in the other country. They're working. Copy and paste. Don't go to school to use our sense, our money. Don't go to school. You don't get education. We agree. You don't even get sense. We agree. Go use our money. Use our own money. Travel to where things are working. Go and copy and paste. Even if you want to bring those people who are making it work there, here, bring them. We refuse. Can we continue this way?
Honorable, my cool boy want to buy you a drink, oh, I beg. They want to buy you a drink. You see, I said when Jesus Christ was talking, there were some people that want him to die, but all people were taking redemption. People were saved. You see, all you need to do is say it, say it, say it, say it. Oh my God. Oh, we love this man. That's what he said. It's not me talking.
Okay, Daddy Chris, I have a question for Honorable.
Wonderful. Go on. Like I said, I'm quiet. I'm done mine. It's your turn, girls.
Okay, Honorable, I want to ask, do you think Labour should at least reduce a little because of the state of the present economy?
When federal government makes sense, Labour can reduce. Those people who are leading the labor issue, they are not daft, they are not stupid. When you
let's hope those there.
No reasonable discussion comparing 600 and something thousand to 50,000. Mention 400,000 as if these people will not adjust. Mention 300,000 as if it will not readjust.
What are you talking? How can they really adjust here? When, in fact, the shameful thing is, the more we do this, the more the best brain leave the country. Is that what we want? Are we not mad?
Is that what we want? Is that where we're going? Every sector is bastardized. Every sector. The only hope we have is church and mosque. Is not the evil now.
That's the only hope. Thank you. The only
we have gotten to zero level. Zero level. Zero level. Lying for ourselves everywhere. We are no longer sincere. Husband no trust wife. Wife no trust husband. Where are we going?
Kai.
Daddy Chris, I know that you are so joyful right now. I don't need to ask you.
I'm not talking. I'm not even talking. Honorable is talking. It's not me.
These are all the things you've been saying before. And that is exactly what you're saying here right now.
Mary, do you know that if perhaps Honorable and Daddy Chris have been friends, I would say the same thing they've been gisting,
honestly,
they've been talking about, but we cannot see that they don't even know each other. Actually brought him. It's strange to see that.
I thought I was going to fight this young man who's coming in to defend government. You understand? And I was ready. I put on my tie and I said, okay, let me start. And then
as if maybe they have been talking before, as if it was all planned, because exactly the point that the Chris has been hitting on. That is all Honorable is saying.
Sir, why it is easy and convenient? Why it is easy and convenient? Number one,
yes.
I read my Bible and I learn the word of God from home, from my mind, my personal relationship with Almighty God. Number two, I did not tie my daily bread to political office. So
that is
anybody that wants to lead you henceforth, tell them what are you surviving with before you come here.
It's true.
Anybody that tie leadership to feeding and daily bread and using of car and traveling and all of that, they will fumble.
That's it. They will. Listen, I cannot listen. I am gonna listen, Honorable. I will be walking behind closed door in anything you do from today, and I want you to believe me. I cry in this show. I cry every day, begging for people like you to come out. And sometimes they are afraid. And I said, no. You know why I know? I predicted in this show that a day will come, a young man will rise, and the boy will tell us a message of redemption. He will preach the gospel of hope for Nigeria, not the one they're doing now. The title will be Hope. Maybe Hope 2027. Hope. Because the hope is what we've not seen the hope. There's a hope somewhere.
Yes.
And it's going to change. And we're going to contribute money to his campaign. He doesn't need to bribe us. Don't think, I'm going to assure you that there are a lot of people who want to contribute to your campain. They've not heard you yet.
Let's go, sir.
They will contribute.
Let's go, sir.
Don't worry. They will contribute. You know, I know. You know when
if I am opportune,
yes.
If I am opportune, I am a polio victim. But if I am opportune to get more higher office in this country, Nigeria go see him. Nigerians will see him. I will take my life for it. I will take my life. I will take my life for it. I will take my life for it. We will be radical to change this nation. It is either you join us in making this country better or you quit the nation for us.
You leave.
The Holy Spirit will just flog you out of this nation if you are not ready to make change. Because we will not bequeath this evil fire into our children.
You know,
we will not bequeath a country where senior brother will go and sell younger brother because of one bag of Gary. This is evil. We all must stand up. And the problem we have in this country now, the pastors, the imams, the leaders of religion, they were supposed to be saying the truth in the Bible. When things are going wrong, the Lord will speak to the man of God. And man of God will go and speak to the power that be. But now, this one that we have now, we are just building empire for the people in power. Things will change. People that were supposed to be preaching what is right in this nation, we are only preaching prosperity and increase of tithe and offering. Things will change.
Exactly. You know, Honorable, I want to tell you one thing. You did something today, and I want to crown it with this. I know the people are going to say I'm preaching violence. Honorable is not preaching violence, but Honorable is saying something. You know, the first time I asked people, have you read the Bible? They say, yeah. I said the only time Jesus Christ was angry was when he got to the house of his father, and he saw people gambling in the house. That's the first time Jesus Christ ever got angry and threw things around.
Yes.
He was pissed off. And Bob Marley said something. He said, we're going to chase those crazy ballheads out of town. You know, these crazy men. You ask the question, are we crazy? No, there are people who are crazy there. We need to chase them out of town. That's what you just said.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Too many madmen everywhere. Too many madmen everywhere. I was in Pretoria. In South Africa. When I get to the front of the president's office, I ask myself, as a councillor in Lagos for 7 years, can I see chief of staff? Look at me at the front of presidential office.
Yes.
No security, nothing. Everybody is working with common sense, and common sense is working for them. You see traffic light, you wait.
Come to England,
people that are supposed to be police will be with us.
You come into Nigeria, I'm inviting this Honorable. You will come, I will put you to the front of the Prime Minister's office. Our Prime Minister have only three vehicles. Only three. The only three vehicles for the Prime Minister. The car he uses, the Jaguar. Only one vehicle at the front, which is the one the security men use. Only one. And the other one is
Look at that.
The treaty.
And our people will live here to go and see that kind of life. And we will not turn a new leaf. Because you will not be expecting pastor to preach for you. What kind of preaching are you expecting? What kind of preaching are you expecting?
Our religious leaders. Not them bad pass. When I talk about this,
not them bad pass.
If my wife go church, he go say go do all night. He know come back to my house. With all this ones I see.
That's the truth. Go and look at them. Pastor. Go and look at the way they now impregnate people's wives in the name of prophecy. Once you discuss your family issue with pastor like this, it will enter it and say God says the Lord. Person will not even hear anything. You not even see the breeze of God. Nigerian youth, I am saying this to you. Nigerian youth, stand up with a positive mind. Those who bring your independence in the 60s, they are in their 20s and their 30s. And you are in your 45, 50, you are still collecting food money. You need to stand up and be positive about the Nigeria. If a man has no find what to die for, is not fit to live, we will die for this good nation that is coming. And we'll make sure we make a difference. In our little corner, we will make a difference.
Honorable, now you'll be in our studio in Lagos. Princess,
thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me do one thing with Honorable before I leave Honorable for you guys. You see, Honorable, I told
I
this in
know.
the
I need to ask some questions, sir.
Okay,
That
go on.
we
Let
have
me leave
in
you.
here.
Let me leave
He's
you.
a present a counselor, and I want him to tell us now. We've been talking about away from minimum wage. Thank you for your opinion on that. Your
You're welcome.
whatever you said, we've heard you, and of course, people are
You're
hearing
welcome.
you as well. But let's move away from minimum wage quickly now that we have you because of time to the local government autonomy. We know that over the years it has been a battle as well. Another
Yes.
battle that is even more than the minimum wage, and the governors are holding so tight on local government. They are refusing to let go. And just days ago, the Supreme Court also has asked the governor to fight their defense with ultimatum of 7 days.
Princess, you know you want to make election harder because you know what he will say and you know what the governor will do. Why do you ask him? Eh?
Sir,
Eh?
sir,
Eh?
either I become chairman or I did not. What I will do, I will do. What I will say, I will say.
Oh
My
God.
food, my daily bread is not tied to the office.
Okay.
Me, I've tell people, if you want positive change, think of me. If you don't want positive change, you want positive change instead of positive change. You want positive change. Continue the way you are. So, man, go ahead. I'm interested.
Go.
Yes, I just wanted to have your opinion on the issue of
In other words, Honorable, Princess is asking, should you
Yes, sir.
become local government chairman? Are you ready to stand against your governor and say, where is the money that is entitled to my local government?
Even the one that will be given to me will be used judiciously. Judiciously. There are things you can do. When you find out that what is in your hand cannot carry contract, do direct labor. Do direct labor. Do something meaningful. As a counselor, I can measure 15 things I have done now here. That the three of you looking at me now, no counselor have done it in your village. I can say it. I'm sorry to say that. But let me tell you the truth so that somebody somewhere will have a burning desire to do something different.
Yes,
As a counselor, I can tell you things I have done that no counselor in Lagos has done it. I use my money plus the money I earn in the office to do whatever things I do. As I'm talking to you now, I still live in uncompleted building, but yet I do budget of millions of naira in my area. I live with my people.
Sir,
I know their pain, and I attend to it.
Yes, sir. The question would be that, what is your take on should local government be given autonomy or not? That is the question, sir.
Thank you, ma. Let me say something to you, ma, and to Nigerians. The best thing that will happen to Nigeria is the autonomy of the local government. Before we now start correcting who is coming into spending the autonomy.
That's it.
Grant the autonomy fully first. All of this thing that Asiwaju is doing now, the money has returned to local government. Only we have wrong people there. No local government, I will say in 1 year of Asiwaju, his own money allocation has not been times 2 or times 3. But how many of them are doing times 3 of what he is doing before Asiwaju come into office? How many of them are doing it? The money that is going to state, Asiwaju is the first president that is sharing FAC. Federal Executive Council is sharing trillions monthly. Where are they going to? Who is spending the money?
Our governors.
If you want to bring, if you want to bring police to my house, you will only ask me to cease to become councillor. You will not stop my hard work, so me I can talk. The money that has been coming into everybody's allocation, can we account for it judiciously?
Honorable, there's a
Before you now talk about who is managing the money, is he managing it right or not? So if you manage it for 4 years and you are not managing it well for 4 years, we can always elect someone else to replace you.
Honorable, we've decided
not
to do a review today. We're going to spend the remaining few minutes to talk about your campaign. All right? If my guests will allow me, please, let's talk about Honorable and his next move. Honorable, in order for us to do that, because it will be unfair not to let people know who this man is. We want to know you. And he has introduced himself before. He has served as a councillor. He has won all those awards, and now he's running for the local government chairman of his local government. Honorable, first you said you've done some things before, and if you become the local government chairman, what are you going to do? These are two things we want to hear from you. And I know this is newspaper review, but it's a day with Honorable Kola. So be it. He has answered most of the questions. One of the things we're going to read in that newspaper, they've been answered here. So I think you guys can bear with me. Kola, do you hear me? Network, not even
Can you come back with the question, please?
So my question is, I know you are running for the local government chairman now in your area.
Yes.
My question
Yes.
Can you tell us when you were councillors, what you have done, and if you become the local government chairman, what you would do if you become the chairman?
First straight question. I am still in office.
Are you serious?
I'm still in office. I'm serving my second tenure. My second tenure will expire next year.
Okay. Nobody in office has spoken like this. Oh, nobody in office has spoken like this. But
I'm still in office. I'm a serving councillor. And to the glory of God, I'm elected. If what I've said will cause anybody headache, they will have to do another election to remove me. They cannot ask me to go and sit down at home.
Good.
I am elected.
Good.
By the grace of God. Now, number one, as regards to what I have done in my ward, I earn very little. By the time you deduct whatever from my money, I have less than 200,000 in a month. But when I want to come to the office, like I said before, I am a polio victim. But I walk, but I have a bad leg, left leg. There is something that happens to me. In my party constitution, I have opportunity of taking the form of people living with disability, which is almost free. So in that regard, I zero my mind that I want to use the office to serve. The name Honorable was attached to my business. So I go to the field to get contract of building. I am a civil engineer. To get contract and all of that. And I put the money plus the money given to me to serve my community. I do so many things. State road in my ward. I used to repair state road in my ward. Call anybody that live in Ibeshe, in Ikorodu. If you call 3 people and you mention Arowolo to 3 people, you will have 2 people who will tell you that I know the boy. You understand? I fix state road, interlock that has spoiled. I will send the pictures to you where I sat down by myself. It is not because I become honorable, you need to go and meet me in Biapalo. I will sit down on the road with workers who will be fixing interlock. The signal is not because I don't have money alone. I don't have much money. But I also want to send the signal to our children that leadership is for service, not for personal enrichment. I want to send the signal to the children that they should see me, that as their counselor, they don't need to come and meet me in Biapalo. They should meet me where I'm serving their interest.
Yes. Come and work with me.
I grade my road, all my inner road. I grade my road. Every year, I will grade my road. Every year, I will grade my road. I have built 6 classrooms, alternative secondary school, in Belefun, junior secondary school in Ibese, 6 classrooms. It's a government project. One project, governor said we should give him a project, each councillor. I gave the school, and when they are doing it, there was a kind of positive of fund as it is. I support and make sure that we get the reality. As we speak, we have over 300 students in the school. Community has taken it upon themselves now to start building another 6 class that will accommodate the students that will promote into GSS2 in that school. Public toilets, pipe-borne waters. I have trained 365 youth in 15 different vocations. Still counting. Food empowerment. I've done too many. I wish I had the capacity to run a government where you can start to design the kind of community we want to experience. So as I'm contesting for chairman,
Yes.
I deem it fit in my mind that if I can do this little, and they can call me in Abuja to become the best national councillor, if I can do this little, and I can hand Lagos the best councillor 2 times, if I can do this little, I can take Ikorodu best councillor for 5 times, and nobody has argued, then I can do magic if I'm given opportunity.
You're going to be given. You are, honorable. So the question
So that's it.
I want you to try and spell out some of your vision for your local government should you become the local government chairman. What are you really you will do? What are your plans? Yes.
First, somebody start a plan of a Dubai of today.
Yes.
So many Nigerians want to do what is right. They only need the person that will lead the path.
That's it.
They need a person that will lead the path. We have individuals who can bring out money that is more than even what the local government receive in a month to make our commitment committee habitable.
This guy is talking about me, you know.
But they only need a leader who is sincere. And I know very well that we can have a community that is free of crime. By the time we start putting in the involvement of the CCTV camera, good joint task force security, and at the same time, having our road light up Igbogobaiko SCDA. If you live in this area, light up your area. I will light up the street, light up your surroundings. How can you have money to build a house of 50, 60 million and you will not put light around your surroundings? So if I light up the street, you light up your house.
Yeah.
If I tie the road and you can help me to continue where I stop, come and join me.
Exactly.
If I am doing a drainage and you build up a house and you see that I'm incapacitated, join me. Let's have a drainage that is good so that when I grade the road or interlock the road or put asphalt on the road, it can last us. If I fix the road, the rest of the frontage of your house, concrete it. Make it neat. Let me not beg you to have a good tree planting. Let it be an habit, but I will take a lead. Can I make my health center work for 24 hours? Can I go to that health center at the middle of the night to know how the workers are doing? Can I buy a car or give a money or incentive to workers genuinely, those who are doing the work without taking bribe? Can I put somebody to wash the wash? I am the chief executive officer, the chairman, and you are working for government. Can I put somebody?
Network.
Princess. What a day. I use the word that we are in the presence of greatness. Go on, Princess. Honorable will be back. I'll bring it back. Yes.
So sincerely, it's about a burning desire. It's about a burning desire to make a difference.
But
can we sincerely?
Honorable sir, we've seen people with so much passion that are also done well, starting from little, and once they are up there in that office, they turn something different. This is what Nigerians are used to, people telling us, this man is a good man, and when they get in there, we see something different. So we know that you've done things, incredible things in the past, and you're still doing that. But how are we, to be sure that eventually when you are up there, you will not be too busy, to oversee all these things like these ones we already have?
Okay. The Bible said, write the vision. Though it may tarry, but it will come to pass. Nigerians will start holding leaders accountable to their words. And anytime anybody practices anything different to what he has said, publish it. The median house should stand up to this kind of assignment. A time for campaign is a time for serious business and discussion. No political leader will call anybody in America and be discussing the future of America, and everybody and people will not pay attention. Why is it that it's only Nigeria that your leader will come and they want to discuss your next 4 years and you are dancing? Every one of us must show interest. As far as I am concerned, hold me accountable. I have been 7 years in office, and the zeal is still there. The zeal is still there. We will create a future that others will learn from. This thing that I'm saying to you now, I want to say something now. Go to the, let me say something to the world now. Anybody that have anybody in Ikorodu, when you get to Ibeshe, Ibeshe is after
Okay. Honorable is going to
ask anybody to take it to hello.
Yeah, we're with you.
Hello, please, hold on, sir. Tell anybody to take it to Honorable Arowolo's house. I still live in uncompleted building. The money I'm spending is enough to make my house a paradise, even when it is my sweat. But I have chosen the path that is different. And one thing is sure, in helping others to solve their problem, they will directly or indirectly solve your own problem. Hallelujah. So my problem will be solved. But it is not now. Let me go outside. Let me go outside my house.
Wonderful.
I want you to see the house I live. I want you to see the house I live. Did you see? Can you see?
Yes.
Did you see the house I live? Did you see?
Yes.
You understand? Did you see the house I live? And I tell you, did you see that? Did you see roofing that I have not finished?
Yes.
Can you see roofing that I have not finished?
Yes.
You understand? Did you see Zimbabwe on my house? Did you see my house? But the point is, I have chosen a path that is different. You understand?
Yes.
I have chosen a path that is different. And nothing will change that. Nothing will change that. Nothing will change that. Every one of us must be willing to contribute our little quota so that this house, this country, this community will not blow off in our hand.
Thank you, Honorable. What
wow.
Let Honorable rest. We're going to let Honorable rest, and we're going to thank you. In fact, we cannot thank you enough. Honorable, you are an, oh God, what will I describe you? I'm looking for the right word for you. You know, I said something, you see, these people are going to tell any kind of thing, but I want to say this to you. You might not understand it. When Moses started, he didn't even know his job. Moses started, he had a pain, he saw an Israelite and they're fighting with an Egyptian, he killed the Egyptian, he ran away. He didn't know the calling. That's how it's going to go round and round and round till they go come. I don't hold you, so you have to do this. And
you're right.
Moses did. And you said something that I say on this show every day. The leader does not necessarily be the one to do the job. It was not Moses that carried the children from there to here. He only showed
yes. Yes.
And that's what you have done. You've shown the example, you've shown us the path. And another, God, I'm so, it's a wonderful day. I'm going to share this show again and again and again so people will listen to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
What you have done today is the message Nigeria has been longing for. I know many of you go to church on Sunday, you go to Imam on Friday, and you listen to those beautiful sermons. Fine. If you listen to this, nobody is really telling you not to believe in God, because we believe. I, Honorable, is a Christian. I am. Many of us are Muslims. But what we're saying is, what kind of God do you serve? I don't know the God you serve. Is it the same thing we serve? Because our God is God. Anyway, that's a good place to let Honorable leave us. Honorable, we are with you. And I know Princess
will have so much.
Say, let me let Princess say one thing, because we are almost out of time. I would have been bad if I missed.
Thank you, sir.
Princess, you're on mute. We can't hear you, Princess. Unmute your phone.
I have been speaking for a long time. Thank you so much, Honorable, for being on the show. We
You're
really appreciate your time. We really appreciate what you've done today.
Thank you so much.
Making us believe that there is still hope. There's something to still hold on to. That is quite
Yes.
amazing. Our viewers, who've been on the
Yes.
show with Honorable Matthew Kola Arowole. He is the majority leader of Igbobo Bayeku LCDA Ikorodu Lagos State, chairmanship
Yes.
aspirant Igbobo Bayeku LCDA 2025. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're
We
welcome.
appreciate your
You're
time.
welcome.
We'll have you again on the
Thank
show
you.
next time.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Wow.
Wow.
Well, we don't. It's enough said. Princess, I have a beautiful day. I was so ill. I said I can't stand the show, but it would have been so bad if I had missed this. And people viewers, this is the show you want to watch again and again. We spoke from the center. This guy spoke from the center. When somebody's lying, you know, he's speaking from his inner smile. You understand? And you know, my people say, if you have something to say, you don't shout. This guy, it is there. There's nothing you're going to throw him to that he cannot answer because he's not thinking about it. It is what he's living for. And perhaps that's the prayer of our today. And you know why I'm excited? Princess, this is the kind of person that Nigeria need. It's not the glamour. It's not everything. The guy took us out, showed us his uncompleted building. Sometimes when he was saying it, you kind of go say, is that what they say? He has shown us. That is leadership by example. I don't know what else to expect from this young man. May God bless him and direct his path. And may we see good thing and recognize it. Because Jesus Christ was walking past. Jesus is passing this way. Many people didn't know. You understand? Even when he passed, they said, what is that? Not Joseph's son. No, the Savior just passed. Hallelujah.
Anyway, it's quite amazing to know that we have young people with this mindset, not money mongers. Lagos is a big place, and for somebody, I think I don't know. I think I was giving the honorable that gave me his number actually gave me the number while I was in Abuja, but somehow I guess he was busy then, and because I wanted to interview him, the fact that he was the best on councillor then in Lagos, he got the award. So I said, let me see this man that he's doing this amazing thing. Thank God we actually saw him today, and it's good to know that he's such a young person. I'm only taking one thing from this show. Now it will get to a place where Nigerians, the youth, will actually chase away these people. They will actually pack and leave the country or go to their villages. They will retire. I feel like we are that place already, and we want to say well done to Labour as well. I would want us to take one newspaper, Mary, just before we wrap up the show. It won't be a good thing that we sat here today without seeing at least one of the papers. We can do Vanguard or the one with the major story, or Tribune, any one of them, so that we see what's happening as well.
Okay. And the big story on the Vanguard: minimum wage, fuel, school, banks, others will be short as strike begins today. And the rider says TUC direct Pengistan asks Bifi senior civil servants to comply. Labour charges workers to beware of government antics. Your proposed strike illegal. Federal government warns NLC and TUC. Suspend nationwide strike. Senate begs NLC TUC. At Akpabio Abbas, Akume, others, intervention failed to stop strike. National Minimum Wage Act 2019 has expired, coming from Falana San. And these stories are on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And here we have another story at the top that says Zenith Bank emerges most sustainable bank in Nigeria. Owando announces 74.7 billion naira profit after tax as turnover rises to 71%. And that story is on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. And here we have a story that says the problem with Tinubu misfiring leadership. This is coming from Akin Osutokun, and that's on page 14, Monday interview. And here there's a story that says Nigeria must leverage national assets to attract forest inflow. And you can find that story on page 22 and 23 of the Vanguard newspaper. OPay strongly prohibits cryptocurrency and visual asset trading on its platform. And you can see that story on page 26 of the Vanguard newspaper. And here we have another story that says anxiety as federal government borrows 20.1 trillion naira under Tinubu. And that story is on page
In
20.
fact, that was the headline that interests me.
Mary, that is the story I've been waiting for you to read.
That's the headline that
Because
interests me.
yes, I've been patiently waiting for her to get there. I don't understand what's happening. Anxiety as federal government borrows.
Borrowing.
Now, this issue is this now, right? Now, meaning we are saying that there is no money, we cannot pay labor, no money. Federal government is we keep borrowing. Now, what are they borrowing for? Not to produce, so is to consume.
No, exactly.
That is it. That is it. No
So,
change.
you see the problem, Princess. This is exactly what we say. If government that borrows money to construct roads, no be Chris. No, are we not mad? I'm using
According to
only
the,
How
yes.
can you gain from it? How can you gain from it? They're not even thinking of the structure, the means of people getting money. All they do is to fall their head and keep borrowing.
exactly. Now, you see, the only borrow and Princess, what we're talking now, it's not only the federal government that can borrow. The states are borrowing money. Okowa borrowed money and used it to build the secretariat. Have you, the question I'm going to ask Caller Word again, are we not mad? Look at
So I'm worried because if this we saw the young honorable now is a councillor. Now, like we said before, if I was not the one that brought him, I would say okay, he's friends to Daddy Chris. They've been discussing.
Yes.
They have the mind. They have been saying the same thing. Now, this man came here and actually said things that are saying it as if it's not rocket science. Why is it
exactly.
that our
Princess,
why
he
is it that
corrected
our
me when I
leaders
said you guys got it wrong. He got it better than me. When I said that, oh, we don't have enough money to pay, he said, no, sir, there's enough
There's
money.
enough money. Don't you
And
say
the
don't fight
resources
for
are there.
government.
So at
Don't
the end of the day, he come back to what I was saying, that if we stop using money to go to Dubai, to go to Mecca, if we use that one to produce things, we'll be food go full everywhere. Food go japa. No be we go to japa again. Now food go japa. Eh? Come on now. Now that japa be not be the one that they don't go abroad. Waiting now. Your phone, Princess. You're mute, Princess.
my main issue here is that we keep borrowing to feed. I don't know who will come and take money from me. That princess borrow me money. What do you want to do with the money? Okay, I'm hungry. I want to eat. Fine. Another day you come. I'm hungry. I don't think I'll keep giving you money to eat.
No,
You need to
IMF
do
is talking.
something.
No, IMF is burning their money on the base of our oil. The only thing they want the oil. So they will tell us, oh, your this is how much you can do. This is how much your currency should be. That's why they are controlling us. See, a debtor is a slave. These people have enslaved Nigeria in the name of borrowing. Like you rightly said, Princess, let's use the right word. It's okay to borrow, but what are they borrowing for?
What are
they
they using the
borrowing
money
to
for?
produce? Will it be
And
so
somebody
bad?
asked a question earlier. You
If the
said you
federal
can no
government
longer
borrows
afford subsidy. So there was a particular money being channeled towards that has been there. Now, what have you been doing with this money? And where are we still borrowing? Where are we borrowing money to, for their extravagant lifestyle, buying foreign cars, buying their medical trips alone, their clothing allowance and everything they do. The politicians go to National Assembly. We know their numbers in the green chambers and the red chambers. Calculate these people and their lifestyle that the government is funding, and then you
Maybe
are
they
not
can
able
borrow
to
money
pay
to fund their
workers. You are not able to pay workers, and then you don't want them to shut down. This is unthinkable.
No, Labour
I
is
don't
going
know
to
what's
listen to
going
them.
on.
No, like the young man asked us if we are not mad. We have a lot of questions to ask. I know today he touched on so many areas. Nobody dares. He touched on the imam, the mosque, and the churches, which is a dangerous place to go. He there. You understand? And I'm wondering, young man, you there. You understand? If I'm not in office, I can there because I'm not in Nigeria, but you there. I give you hand. You understand? You there. Because these are people, they will kill you for saying this. They kill you for saying these kind of things. He there. And we pray that God will protect him. And
I'm even scared for him already because I know that for you to be in seats and you can speak like this, that means there must be something he's doing differently from others.
They know. Look at Princess, he has shown us. Look at his house. The local government, my local government, you know what he did? My local government chairman and his deputy. They print a notebook and they put their pictures at the front. They shared it for these children. They are our money. The one when the co was shop remain. Now what did that local government chairman do? He wanted to come back and they were celebrating him. I said, God, is that the place I come from? Did I come from this place? Sometimes I wonder if I am from, it's maybe my DNA, it get what they do me. Now, I'm happy I'm not alone. Today, I see somebody that speaks honestly. And the boy was speaking from his center. That's the language to use. God will bless him. All I can say is God will bless this young man for speaking the truth on this show today. This is the show I will share most. In fact, I will promote it.
Anyway, we could go on and on, but because of time, we need to wrap up the show. It's not about speaking for too long, but about taking home the little we've said, like what the Honorable has said today. Our religious people going to Mecca, to Jerusalem. What are you bringing back? And the man already said that he went to South Africa, and the only thing we're invested there is churches and mosques. Why they are here robbing us, taking so much.
They're not robbing us. They're investing, Princess. They invested. Have you seen the only event that worked in Nigeria? It just happened. The award, the Viewers Award. Who organized it? As the Hollywood people were glamour were doing this, I asked them, this event, who organized it? Shame on you. You know what I'm saying? I say shame on them. And I said to them, Princess, this is exactly where we are. Even those in the entertainment industry, I tell them, you people make your own movies. Nigeria make films. You know where you watch it? On Amazon, on Netflix. That's when you are a good filmmaker. Shame on you. So the same way you produce something that's selling for you again. Princess, are we not mad people? Wait, that
was the question Honorable actually asked. Anyway, are we not mad? Maybe that should be the tone today. Are we really mad or not? Anyway, Labour will help them to correct the madness to an extent.
Labour is correcting some part of the madness, and we all need to correct it, like Honorable said. God bless you.
Anyway, just before we go, Mary, the Super Eagles are camping today. Camp has opened. What are you expecting ahead of World Cup?
Oh my God, I don't want to expect much because too much expectation is another problem. But
I love that.
I feel like since we now have our fellow Nigerian as a coach, I think there will be a positive impact this time around.
You see that this is yes, he go change color just now. Finidi never know where to start. I feel sorry for him. You see.
Chris, let's be optimistic for once. We know that Nigeria has our expectations are too much.
All this, because the job of a coach, normally, Princess, one job I don't want to have is a coach. The day if they score, not you they feel though. If you put person, you call get log, you'll be genius. If the day you are not, you be mumu. Now then they beat you. From there, and then they fire you. You know the reach out.
Well, I feel like he's ready and he knows whatever outcome.
What? They're ready for national team. Not be people in one side go. Make you pray, make the people not vex that day. In fact,
that is what I was saying, that Chris, the fact that he's new, the fact that Nigerians are expecting so much. That's why I say I love what Mary said. She's not expecting so much, knowing fully well that anything can happen.
His money is big, so we should expect a lot. If he doesn't want us to expect so much, if I say they're not bring that, I'm here to serve. I don't need this kind of car. You they sick? It's exactly what we're saying. This is a country that is going in this disaster. Does we need the judge need a G-Wagon? But don't let me talk.
Anyway, maybe those are the things that the NFF they have so much money, they are catching.
New wives, they won't carry a I beg, Mona, let me talk.
We hope that they will really do well, and we hope that he will pick the right players,
I
and
go there, we
the
will win the
campaign
cup.
will be a
We go
success.
win
They will
World Cup.
train hard
Amen.
ahead of World Cup.
I pray we go win
That would
World
be a
Cup to
good
finish
place
the
to
job.
wrap up the show.
God will
That would be a
bless you,
good
man.
place to wrap up the show. We spent so much time. Thank you, viewers. Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you to our amazing guest today, Honorable Kola, all the way from Lagos State. And of course, thank you to our dear Daddy Chris, our dear Mary, and my humble self for being on the show today. We do hope that we've actually made your money, because Honorable actually made my money. Anyway, I will do this again tomorrow, hopefully. And don't forget to subscribe to our social media handles, follow us, subscribe to our pages, and of course, leave us with your comments. We'd love to hear from you always. Do not forget our SRTV logistics. We have them. Just call us, quick, we'll be at your doorstep. We deliver very promptly, very sharp. And of course, do not forget our outlets as well, Airbnb, where we have in Lagos, London, and of course in Abuja, a home away from home, nothing but luxury and premium. We have everything in stock, Wi-Fi, cars, and everything. Amazing kitchen, amazing bedrooms. A bed you will sleep, you don't want to wake up again. You just be there, relaxing, working. And of course, it's a place you can always do your Thanksgiving, your baby shower, your bridal shower, your, how do you call them? That thing they do before wedding, Mary. Tell me the name again.
Bridal shower.
That be
No,
bachelor's
yes, bridal shower and bachelor's eve.
Bachelor's. Okay.
Yes, bachelor's eve there they do that, and of course,
That one is for everybody, both girls and guys.
yes,
The
and
one
then
I'm
we
talking
also.
about is
We also have for after party where you can work as well, not just party, but where you can work, take your family, relax. You're hustling so hard, so take time to chill, to relax. The amazing thing is that we help you to explore the city. You can come, we'll take you around as well. You have internet constant, you have lights, everything steady, ACs and everything. You will be glad you just you will make you in fact you will be very happy. And so call us right away and we'll just be there for you. And do not forget our Nigerian week that is fast approaching. We have a lot of things on board already: the film festival, the screening, we have Nollywood people coming, we have the food show, we have fashion, real estate, agriculture, business, and of course, it's going to be a way of us reckoning with the world, showcasing ourselves, amazing selves to the world, and of course, connecting also here in diaspora is a way of us also appreciating people doing the good things, like this young man now, people doing amazing things in our society. So do well to be part of it. You can sponsor, you can be partner with us, or you can sponsor for sponsorship, anything. Just call us with the number scrolling, or reach out to us via our emails, and that will be a very right decision for you to make today. Thank you so much. And like I will always say, be good. It doesn't take anything to be good. Look at the honorable now. Be good. It doesn't take so much to do. We know these things. We know the right things to do. Just do it, and so that the world will be a better place. Drink water, mind your business, and of course, do not drink and drive. If you must drink water, and of course, obey the traffic law. Remember that peace is priceless. We will always give it a chance here at SRTV. We'll see you tomorrow.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than SRTV Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. SRTV goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your SRTV Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience.
You can.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5 OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at everbright.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com
or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
SRTV.